Hello, everyone. So I hear the question so often, how do I get my students to write? So I want to just start with one tip right now, which is to let them. I need you to let your students write. And let me tell you what I mean by that. Well, one, you need to let them do it on their own. They need to be able to write what they want to write. They need to be able to write while they're thinking about what they want to put down and be able to make their own decisions. They need to be able to decide when to start, when to stop, what to add, what works for them, what they like. And they need to be able to have the chance to see what they can do and for you to be able to see what they can do. So they need to be able to write on their own. Second, I want you to let them write like a writer. So I want you to think about the grade level that you're in and what types of writing those students are used to. So if you're down in the primary grades, they're used to seeing storybooks and maybe even informational books, but more, with less pictures and less words, right? Or maybe they see magazines at their house, or maybe they see signs. So those are the things that they want to write, the things that they see. And then if we move up into all the way to intermediate grades, what do they see? Well, unfortunately, they see a lot of words on their video games or on maybe a Facebook page if they're able to have it. But they also read chapter books. They also read articles in school. Maybe they see something like that at home. Those are the things that they need to write. They need to write the things that look like what they see. So it might even be a speech that they've heard in class or on television. They need to be able to write like that. And they need to feel like they're a writer. So I want you to talk to them like they're writers and have them understand that they are, regardless of their ability or their grade level. And then let them write a lot. Just like any other sport or activity that students are in, they need practice and they need that time for their practice. And they need to practice things over and over and over and over and over again. So when you think about oftentimes how classrooms or writing instruction is done so that we have this one piece of writing that students are working on the whole time, well, they don't get a chance to think of what else could they write about that would work. How many different ways could they start their story or their informational piece? How many things might they be able to think about to put in as their chapters? And they need to do that over and over and over again. As they learn new things, they try them out. But if they don't have time to write a lot and to write often and to write more than one piece, then they aren't going to be writing. So these are the three things I want you to think about first when you're wondering why you can't get your students to write or how you can get your students to write. These are the first three things I want you to consider. So think, how can you start to transition into having your students be more on their own, be more like a real writer, and to really write a lot? And look out for the second way that you're going to see how you can get your students to write.